Hey guys, if you guys follow me on social media, one of the things you may see is I talk a lot about GETBITBAITS, and I got a package here from GETBITBAITS right now. Got some floating craws here. These are the 4.5 inch drop shot worms. These are phenomenal. I've got some 6.5s as well. That's what I'm using, and I know they're in here. So here's some of the 6.5s. These are the 6.5s here, but these are more for like a shaky head, but the buoyancy on a drop shot's perfect. It doesn't have to sit sideways. It actually floats a little bit. You just twitch your rod and that worm just flutters there in the water column. So we got a bunch of colors of those. Let me show you here. This is the floating craw. This is one of the ones I kind of like with as a jig trailer and on the Nico rig. So this lure here is awesome. You throw a Nico rig, just hook it wacky, and then put a little weight right in the back. Oh, I'm losing them there. Just bounce it across the ground, and because it's buoyant, these claws will actually flutter up at the top. Great way to catch some smallies. Great lures, smell delicious. Put these back. I got these in several colors. And then let me show you the 4.5 inch and the 6.5 inch worms. So here side by side, guys, what you're looking at is you got your 4.5 inch drop shot worm here, and then here you got your 6.5 inch shaky head worm. You see side by side, one shorter than the other. For drop shot, this is very nice, but for the bigger bass on drop shot, I like that 6.5 inch. But when I throw a shaky head, the 6.5 is definitely the way to go. 4.5 is not. Now let me show you what they do for Ned Rigs, and they're great as well. This one here, and this is what I'm actually going to get rigged right now. I got this going on a about a 7.5 foot medium fast action with a Ned rig. So right here we got our Ned head, and we'll just measure how deep we got to go. Slide this down. There we go, guys. It's money right there. Let's get this up here. Look at that. Money. Money. So if you haven't already, guys, check out GETBITBAITS. They make some phenomenal lures here. Their plastic lasts, you know, it's not just one fish lure. It's gonna last for a while here. The reason why I went to GETBIT was because the Z-Man lures, I guess if you leave them out in the sun, they lose their elasticity, and they were tearing up on me after like one smallmouth each. So what I ended up doing was I had to test out some other brands. This GETBITBAITS, phenomenal lures. I am a little bit more cautious about leaving my lures out in the sun now, but just one of those things you may want to consider when you're putting your lures in your boat, leaving them out on the deck in the sun. But I love those lures. Like I said, we got the floating craw here, the 6.5 inch shaky head, the 4.5 inch finesse worm, which is drop shot worm, and then these are the 3 or 3.5 inch worms, which are real good for the Ned Rigs.